calls itself one nation, but history tells a more divided story. Power has long centered in the north. From the Mauryas and the Mughals to Delhi under the British. The south, while rich in its own kingdoms and cultures, was often treated as peripheral. After independence, this imbalance deepened. The push for Hindi as a national language sparked fierce resistance in the south, exposing tensions between cultural identity and political centralization. Even today, debates on language, federalism, and resource allocation reflect an old question: whose India is this? This film traces that divide, not from textbooks, but through my own encounters with it.
I'm from the Northeast. I'm from Meghalaya. My name is Graham Karina.
I'm Smita.
Abhin.
Okay.
My dad is from Chennai. My mom is from Kolkata.
So I speak Malayalam, Tamil and English at home.
Indians a lot more because at this point people have kind of got used to Malus being here.
I am from Kodagu, Coorg.
I am half Kannadiga and half Bengali.
See, mostly it's always your travel and commute. For example, auto rickshaw, all those stuff. The moment they know you're not from there, they obviously have a different price point and stuff like that. Yes, I have faced such issues.
Complete culture shock. Because like for me, obviously like although I did travel quite a bit because I only traveled most of North India. So coming to South India was a very big shift from North India.
Schooling was, there was no Jesuit school and we did have a kind of a, identity which is more cantonment and military and Anglo-Indian than the rest of Bangalore.
Every place has its own vibe. But of course my perception of North India is like dead deep. So I'm like, okay. But then when I came to Bangalore, like apart from the whole imposing of the Kannada language on you, it's like the people are pretty chill, the place is nice, the weather is very similar to back home.
I think since I've learned how to drive, I've driven in 3 cities now. One being Kochi, one being Goa, and the other being Bangalore, obviously. And I think with each city you can really understand the cultural differences between how people are and the type of people that you see in these cities. So for Kochi, an example that I can give in Kochi is that they apparently have a lot of driving etiquette where they don't honk at all. Like they absolutely do not honk, and if it comes down to it, they only blink, which is insane to me in Bangalore, knowing that people are constantly honking and people are constantly doing everything under the sun to piss the other person off on the road. So that's one thing that I found very interesting. And driving in Goa was also very different because in Goa, everybody's so laid back, everybody's so chill. You'll see people like going this way, that way, and there's absolutely zero form to how they're driving. But in Bangalore, it's similar in many ways, but it's also way more chaotic and a lot more traffic than you would ever think.
Not only a problem with Bangalore, even in Mumbai there's this whole only speak Marathi thing. Even over there they don't want Hindi, like they want Marathi over there also. Because I don't know if you know this, like there were 3 penguins born in a zoo in Mumbai, and they had like 3 very there was Pingu, something like penguin names, okay? And then there was this MLA of that area. He wanted them to have Marathi names. They were born in Mumbai. You have to give them Marathi names. like it's not only a problem with Bangalore, so you can't say like, oh, it's north versus south. It's people are against themselves also at this point. Like they just want problems.
Bengali, yes. So Bengalis like sweet. So
No, not just the sweet part. Otherwise, also there is a tendency of branding you as North Indians, and then after that, subsequently, when they see that hey, I speak fluent Kannada and I'm more Kannadiga than perhaps most of the other Kannadians, that's when they sort of. So maybe that was
there
the
was
only common factor.
there was nothing like cultural differences per se. We're all Bangaloreans, but again, she was from West Bangalore and I was from East Bangalore, so that cultural clash was there. Because I like partying a lot, probably. So.
And I sleep early after grinding the dough.
Food is where India's divides and overlaps come alive. In Mangalore, coconut and seafood define the coastal plate, blending local traditions with centuries of Portuguese influence. Kerala carries its own story, with appam, beef fry, and sadhya reflecting a mix of faiths, spices, and histories of trade. The Northeast adds yet another layer. Smoked meats, bamboo shoots, and flavors far removed from what most of India imagines as Indian food. And then there's Anglo-Indian cuisine, born from colonial encounters, curries with a touch of pepper, cutlets, and ball curry, telling a story of hybrid identities. Each of these cuisines is more than just taste. They're cultural archives of migration, colonization, religion, and resistance. To eat them is to taste history. For me, moving between these foods also meant moving between identities. Seeing how we eat often decides where we belong, and sometimes where we don't.
Say sometimes it's really important to learn a common language. If you're traveling, it's fine. But if you're here for a while, it's really always nice to learn language. It's also an advantage if you know an additional language, I would say. Yeah.
And do you feel like migrants who come from other states face these issues more often than not?
Than not.
More often than not?
Yeah, I would say yes. I mean, off lately, there are a lot of, because of social media, we hear a lot of news where actually people are facing, but not someone I know personally. We haven't heard anything much.
And what do you think their approach to remedy this hostility should be?
I would rather say if you're here and trying to work or something, it's very easy to at least learn the basic of the language. You don't have to be a pro at it. But let's see, for example, if I go to North or something, I would be able to speak Hindi. But if I go to Bihar, I might not know Bihari, or Calcutta, I don't know Bengali. But at least a common language would help.
Hello, I'm Bakul Patel and this is my documentary. And although looks and names can be deceiving, I am actually Bangalorean myself. I am half Kannadiga and half Bengali, and my cultural background is what motivated me to do this documentary. So coming from a multicultural household myself, so my mother is Bengali and my father is Kannadiga, and I grew up knowing more Bengali than I did Kannada, but Kannada on the other hand was not something that I was taught as a child, and that's why it was later on through my friends and through living in Bangalore that I picked up Kannada and that I started speaking Kannada. I don't claim to be the best speaker of Kannada even now, and that's mostly because at home my mother, my father and we all speak in English to each other. It does seem disheartening is the linguistic chauvinism in this country, whether that be Hindi, whether that be Kannada, whether that be any language that is spoken by a majority in any state. There is always some sort of divide between the native speakers and the minority speakers and migrants from other countries, which is why I think that we could do with a lot of growing we could do with a lot more unification and a lot more growth as a nation, to see past our differences, to see past these language barriers, and to truly understand that no matter where a person is from, no matter how they're brought up and their cultural background, at the end of the day, we are all Indians and we're all united under a single nation. I think that my experiences, my insights, and everything that I have learned and embarked upon with this documentary have only aided in proving that point and making it clear that this is the truth, and that is that we seek unity, and it is something that we need to work on as a nation. Thank you.
Divide. And there are times where, while the divide is coming out stronger, there are also times that we are coming out stronger as Indians, in spite of the divides. With the divides along, we are coming out stronger. And I think that is the essence of India, right?